Welcome to Weighing In, the Star Ledger's annual look at the state tournament in Atlantic City. I'm your host, Michael Monday, and joining me this year, Star Ledger wrestling experts Joe Cania and James Cratch. Now, if we're talking state tournament, the first thing you notice is the absolute star-studded power we've got in this tournament. We've got 9 former champions, 7 of them returning, and listen to these names: Suriano, Gonzalez, De La Cruz, Artiglier, Giraldo, Sebastian, Dubzanski, Megaldo, and Cefolo. And that's not even including near locks like Gentile, McFadden, John Schleifer of East Brunswick. But the one story, Joe, that people are looking forward to most this year is Johnny Sebastian. He's the only wrestler going for his 3rd title. Oh, by the way, he's got a pretty bad injury.
Sebastian appeared to be a lock at 182 entering the season, and we all thought that he would go undefeated through the brutal schedule of the Bergen Catholic wrestles, but this shoulder injury, which requires surgery at the end of the season, has handed him 2 losses, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in Atlantic City.
Yeah, the #1 wrestler on the #1 team, and if you're talking Bergen Catholic, you cannot ignore Nick Suriano, who could, in a few years, go down as maybe the greatest wrestler this state has ever seen.
Oh, definitely, Mike. Undefeated as a sophomore right now, Beast of the East champion. Every win has been by major decision or better, just on a sensational roll. You said there's a lot of heavy favorites in this tournament. He's the heaviest by far.
Yeah, now it's not just the individual wrestlers. I think something really special this year is there are a couple key finals that we're really looking forward to. They aren't necessarily guaranteed to happen, but these are guys that have been 1 and 2 the entire season. You know, Megaldo and Giraldo, Agassi and Paetzel, Chaconis and Dubzanski. And the match that people are most looking forward to, there's a lot of buzz about this, that's Jack Clark of St. Augustine Prep and Gary Dinmore of Hunterdon Central. Now, Jack Clark is somebody who transferred in from out of state and has made a lot of noise out of state, and I've actually spent a bunch of time with him. I'll be with him again this week, and that article will be coming out later this week. James, I know you spent some time with Gary Dinmore.
Yeah, obviously Gary Dinmore of Hunterdon Central, 2-time state runner-up to Anthony Ashnault the previous 2 seasons. He's back, his last chance to win a state title. He knows it, very confident. He doesn't seem fazed by the moment. He's not going to be afraid of anything.
Yeah, now I don't want to talk about all these weights like there are virtual locks or almost locks and everything. In fact, as usual, a lot of the weight classes are completely wide open. And I think 2 of the fun weight classes, James, this year, up at top, 195 and heavyweight.
Yeah, 195, you look at the top part of the bracket, you have 3 region champions, Matt Correnti, Ed Shockley, Anthony Cassar. They might be the 3 best kids in this weight class. They're all going to meet by the pre-quarters and the quarterfinals. And then you look at heavyweight, we'll talk about that weight class in depth later on. Too many names to mention. There might be 8, 10 kids that could win a state title up there.
Joe, down towards the lower weights, it seems like every year 120 and 126 pounds are 2 of the most loaded weight classes.
This year, it's the same. 126 and 120 pounds are stacked. Putting the rankings together every week, you see 8 kids, and then you have 18 kids, including the best of the rest. And there are still quality wrestlers who don't even make it in there. In this bracket, we have our brackets filled out, and everyone in the quarterfinals for each of these weights. You look at 120 with Cefolo and Gonzalez. You look at 126, Bierdenfeld, Noble, De La Cruz. Both of these weights are stacked.
Yeah, guys, that's just a taste of some of the information we'll be bringing to you. This is the intro. We'll have 14 videos in depth of every single weight class. And then down in Atlantic City, we're going to have live blogs, video coverage. We'll have live streaming of the finals. And I even hear some rumors we may have a camera or 2 streaming some other rounds. So keep it on NJ.com all weekend long. And don't forget to watch the weighing in videos. Thanks, guys.